Hi Pisces, and welcome to your weekly reading from the week of July 17th to the 23rd. This is a reading for all Pisces placement, but if you're drawn to this video for whatever reason, this can also be a reading that is helpful. So if you're resonating with this, then that's the goal. You know, if you can take something with you, if you find some inspiration in this reading, then that's more than enough. So we have King of Pentacles, Three of Swords in the reverse, and we do have also a Page of Swords that didn't want to come out right away. It seems like there is maybe some understanding you're gaining during this week, because this Page of Swords wanted to stay hidden for a second. The Page of Swords is really curious, is really trying to gain information, trying to learn something about maybe a situation, a person, or just about an interest, maybe about the past. He's looking at the past here. I will also look deeper into relationships in the second part of the reading, so this could also have to do with relationships. It might be a time where you are focusing or realizing that you can really let go of past hurts and triggers. This is what it seems like with the Page of Swords. And he might be realizing that in the course of the week with the Three of Swords here in the reverse. Three of Swords in the reverse for me is a card where we can let go of old pains, let go of old sorrows, let go of maybe old emotions that are still stuck with us, but it's more like understanding what hurts you and therefore letting it go. And it very much seems like the Page of Swords is doing that. Maybe something can be healed also from the past through new understanding and through a new sense of security within yourself. Maybe you established yourself in a certain area of your life, maybe when it comes to your job, maybe when it comes to your projects, your creative projects, your worth, your money. Maybe this week is a week where you really establish something, where you really feel like you reached a point where you really feel good about yourself, where you're at, your place in the world, and what you've accomplished. Therefore, it might be the realization that it's time to maybe let go of an old part, because the Three of Swords in reverse, very much I get the energy of this is not something new, this is something old that you're able to let go. This is a process of integrating past experiences. This process might not be just over yet, you know, it's not something that's super fast. We can't just be like, oh, I get it, and then move on. If it would be that easy, we would all be just like, you know, in super balanced and happy and in perfect relationships. But this is a time of finding your stability with the King of Pentacles, finding your security, also knowing your worth, also understanding how much you've built so far, how far you've come, and trying to see how all of those experiences that you've made with the Nine of Wands here in the reverse also can make you stronger and are not just like holding you back or handicapping you. The Nine of Wands is a card where we a little bit guarded, skeptical, because we've experienced so much and we had to fight for certain things. This is the way where we really went after what we want, the Nine of Wands. So of course this is not a position where you are, let's say, innocent and without any hurt or without any prejudice, because you've seen a lot. But the important thing with the Nine of Wands in the reverse is trying to see those experiences not so much as a handicap or something that's holding you back, but something that can strengthen you. There is card decks where this card is called Strength. The Strength, not the Strength card, but Strength. Okay, let's look at relationships. So this other person, I'm doing you and the other person. This doesn't have to be a love relationship, love interest, but it can be, of course. This can be any relationship in your life that you want to focus on or that is on your mind and consuming you. or living rent-free in your head, as they say on the internet. This other person, 5 of Wands in the reverse. Well, it seems like there's another person who is fighting some sort of conflict here. That's interesting. We have the 3 of Swords here. So yeah, you might understand that this is a very classic like dynamic that happens oftentimes in relationships, where it's like, okay, this person has something going on within themselves that really does not have to do with me, but still it hurts me very much and they take it out on me. 3 of Swords in the reverse, this person, inner conflict, 5 of Wands in the reverse, maybe looking for conflict, maybe seeking conflict, maybe going into conflict over and over. It seems like you can't escape. At the same time, you are hurt by this behavior. I have a feeling that you start realizing like, oh, this is, I don't have to do this. This has nothing to do with me. Yes, this person is hurting me, but I'm not going to participate maybe because this is too hurtful for me. I don't want to participate in this, whatever this is. And this is the 3 of Swords here in the reverse. Being like, no, I'm letting this go. I'm letting go of this pain, of this hurt. I'm stepping into my security. Because this person is, that's maybe not even consciously, you know. Oftentimes people hurt us subconsciously or unconsciously even. But at the same time, maybe they project some characteristics on you and attack you for that, or they not knowing what they actually want, in which direction they want to go, is hurtful to you. So this can play out a lot of different ways, but it's a very classic dynamic here. Yeah, 2 of Swords. I think you should, first of all, really withdraw from this situation for now and figure out what you want to do. Maybe make a decision, or try to come to a place where you can make a decision for yourself. It seems like you can come to a place of security and stability for yourself for sure. And this will be easier, of course, to also gain the inner balance, the inner peace, to also know how to proceed in this situation, because this person is really trying to figure out what to do, what to say, how to decide the way forward. When this is in the reverse, I feel like there's no decision yet made. So both sides are in this limbo of, and it's a weird dance of being stuck in this dynamic. So I think it would be good to withdraw from this situation to get some clarity of mind. Page of Swords. Two of Pentacles. Yeah. Now is not the time to be in this connection. Now is not the time to be flexible, to be lighthearted, to be, you know, whatever, fun. Now is the time, I think, to really think about if you want to move further into this, and if this is good for you in the long run. Whatever this is, friendship, a colleague, you know, if participating in this conflict is good for you, because it seems like it's really putting you off balance, and that's not a good thing, obviously. All right, so let's see what the affirmators want to say for relationships. Ownership. Well, that's a good one though, because that's really saying, what can I do in this situation? What's my part and what's the other person's part? I take ownership for how I make others feel, and I do my part to repair any bridges I might have burned or perhaps even lightly sinned. If bridge mending feels impossible, which sometimes really can be the case, then I can start small. Instead of becoming a bridge architect, maybe I'll just skip the bridge and walk the long way around. Taking ownership is great for burning calories. This seems like, I mean, this person definitely also has some stuff going on here. It's not like saying you should now go run to this person and be like, I'm so sorry, I know I did something wrong. I don't think at all that this is what this means. What I think what this means is, you can only look at what you can do in this situation. So you can either be part of the conflict, or you can really say like, I don't want to fight. I am not fighting anymore. It's not even, don't say it in the future, you know, don't make it about the future. Say it in the now. I am not willing to have this conflict with you anymore. I am not right now fighting with you anymore. I'm done with the fighting. You're done. Because there's people who are really good at pulling you into this, and any conversation could become that. So the only thing really what you can do is take ownership, yes, for how you make people feel, but also for what you can actually do to better the situation. And sometimes the only thing we can really do is distance ourselves, because there's people who are just impossible. I tell you that much. There's people who are just impossible, and you probably know what I'm talking about. Okay, so this week it might be smarter to just stay away from this. Time to go. I mean, what can I say? Yes, time to go. Time to leave the situation behind for a second, or for, you know, however long you want to leave this behind, and step back into your stability and into your grounded version of yourself and into your stable version of yourself. The King of Pentacles here. He's very, very mature, he's very, very established, he is sophisticated, he doesn't need to have a conflict that is not his. He doesn't have resources for that. He's really good with his resources, as you see, and he also wants to enjoy his time. He's a hard worker. He's not gonna spend his time that he doesn't have to, while he doesn't have to work, to entertain a conflict of another person that is not his. He's not gonna waste his time. So yeah, and especially in a relationship, you know, if you are a busy person, then you want to spend a relationship or spend time with a person who wants to have a good time with you, who is good company, you know, and not this. So yeah, be a little selfish, Pisces. Be a little selfish here, I would say. So thanks so much for being here. Subscribe, like, comment, and I hope I'll see you next time. And until then, have a great week. Bye.